a democracy, a place where equality of gender, religion, race is valued above all else, a secular state. India's past used to be messy for women.
महिलाओं को कभी भी पढ़ने नहीं दिया जाता था। उन्हें हमेशा घर की चार दीवारों में बंद रखते थे। घर के ही काम करना, घर में रहना, बच्चों को पालना, कभी उन्हें आगे नहीं पढ़ने देना। जब उनके पति मर जाते, उनके पति के मरने के बाद उन्हें भी ये सज़ा मिलती कि अगर जब तुम्हारा पति ही नहीं है तो तुम जी के क्या करोगे। उन्हें भी जला दिया जाता।
But modern India has moved past all that. Now women walk shoulder to shoulder with men. In a world of technological advancement, women play a vital role in the society. But if we start looking more deeply beyond what we see, we will find dirt hidden behind a wall of shiny coat. While women are equal to men, we see they still face a lot of perils, which is exponentially higher in rural areas than urban areas. The mentality of Indians in backward area is that a girl child is of no use to the household and are hence killed off even before they are born. This is female feticide, a major problem in India. A child's gender is determined before birth, and if it is a girl child, she is aborted.
Child's gender determination and selective abortion is a 1,000 crore industry in India.
1,000 crore industry? If you look at the statistics, sex ratio according to the 2011 census is 1,000 males to 914 females, the lowest since our independence. Is there a chance the situation will improve? That depends. But suppose a girl child is born, what then? Male child is given more preference than female child over certain aspects like education, proper upbringing, facilities given, etc.
Rural areas in comparison to urban areas, male child got preferences more than girl child. They have education too. They have right to get education. They have liberties. They choose what they want. On the other hand, girls don't get proper education, liberty and freedom.
If we look at the literacy rate of India, we will see that there are 83% educated males and 65% educated females. And as a girl child grows up from teenage to marriageable age, she faces more difficulties.
Child marriage, molestation, eve teasing, dowry are some of the common problems that Indian women face every day.
Let's look at the crime rate against women in India. While there were 1,64,265 reported cases in 2006, there are staggering 2,44,720 cases in 2012. Why? And think of the cases not reported? That's not the direction we should be headed to right now. But there may be a reason for this.
पहले लड़कियों को घर से बाहर नहीं निकल देते थे, लेकिन अब जब वो निकल रही है, अपनी पत्नी कपड़े पहनती है तो दुनिया उन्हें नहीं जीने दे रही। वो अपनी पसंद से खा नहीं सकती, अपनी पसंद से पहन नहीं सकती। ऐसे आप देख सकते हैं बहुत से केसेस हैं। आजकल गांव वगैरह में तो और भी ज़्यादा है, रूरल एरियाज में ज़्यादा है काफी।
Women are now being more involved in the world, and hence this increase in the crime is just a backlash. While there are crimes and other problems women face, it is undeniable that since past, women have come out a lot ahead. All you need is to step out and you will see an India which is run by men as well as women equally. You see teachers, policewomen, business executives, actors, singers, civil workers, private business owners, and you will see women all around. Men and women from all sectors and areas of India have taken steps to bring the crimes under control. There are awareness campaigns, social serials, street plays, ads, all promoting to gender equality.
Government of India has taken out many schemes to empower the women of India.
49% वुमेन के हाथ में पावर्स है, वो चाहे तो इलेक्शंस को पूरा बदल सकती है, इसलिए हमें रियलाइज करवाना चाहिए कि वुमेन्स भी कुछ कर सकती है।
Rajya Sabha has passed a bill in which 33% seats are reserved for women in Lok Sabha, Lower House of Parliament and State Legislative Assembly.
Support to training and employment program for women, Rajiv Gandhi scheme for empowerment of adolescent girls, Central Social Welfare Board, National Mission for Empowerment of Women, Rashtriya Mahila Kosh. It's true that the women are taking huge steps towards their empowerment.
Women are taking steps to the empowerment, and if we talk about the Indian role models, there are few examples like Sarojini Naidu, PT Usha, Indira Gandhi, Aishwarya Rai and so on.
हम लड़कियों को भी अधिकार है, औरतों को भी अधिकार है कि वो सड़क पर अच्छे से चल सके, दूसरों की तरह आंखों में आंखें डालकर बात कर सके। उनको ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि एक के लिए एजुकेशन ज़रूरी है, दूसरे के लिए एजुकेशन ज़रूरी नहीं है। तो इक्वालिटी हर जगह होनी चाहिए और उसके लिए हमें पहले अपने घर से शुरुआत करनी चाहिए। अगर हम घर में ही माँ बाप अपने दोनों बच्चों में, लड़का और लड़की दोनों में ही भेदभाव नहीं करेंगे और उनको बराबर का सम्मान देंगे तो शायद ये एम्पावरमेंट बढ़ सकती है।
कुछ ना कुछ तो पार है जो सबको इन्फ्लुएंस करती है कि बाहर निकलो, आओ। सो आई थिंक कि वुमेन इज़ द बिगेस्ट पार्ट, मैन से भी ज़्यादा, और इनके बिना देश नहीं चलता।
Women have realized that they are empowered. They are the new force behind the world. They have all the right to each and every privilege a man has. In the end, they just have to remember.
Be a hero, not a victim. Be the hero of your life, not a victim. Be the hero of your life, not a victim. Be a hero, not a victim. Be the heroine of your life, not the victim.